It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Now. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Switch. Hey, rough now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Big hold to the 30. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got him. 14. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 46. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike's 47.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson is going to let this go for the end zone. David Moore, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, exit. Go out. Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coaching spell. Leo.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Switch up. Mike, 55. Hey, Will. I can't believe they let you play. Hey. Let's go.
Now Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, echo. 54. Mike 54.
Jones going to throw again. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, Giants.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first down. It's Carson, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the slats, watch the slats. Kill. One left.
They run it with Carson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Man out. Watch out. Let's go double count right here, double count. Ball shot. Check Mike.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Further left. Hey, pick your game up. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. There. Screen. Watch the screen. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47. Man, I got you.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Giants 14, Seahawks 7.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Target. Alert. Hey, check Mike 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming for you, son.
from the shotgun. Wilson. It's caught. Block it. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give, right side. Carson fights off the defender.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Well.
Wilson on the keeper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Check my 47. I'm coming. Out. A little flare. 49. Check 49. 18. Run left. Mike's 47.
This time Wilson will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check. Fresno. Hey, alert. 57. Mike, 57. Yo, 40. Mike's 57.
Now Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 60 or. Look at me. Zipper. Be ready.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ready. 55. Here we go. Yep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Ready? Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, Charlie.
From the 41, Jones flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson will throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Watch the pass. I'll go special. I'll go special. Watch 57. I smell fear.
Again, Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Go. 57. Mike, 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Alert. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm coming for you. You must.
From the gun, it's Wilson being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mike 590. Mike's 47. All day, baby. All day. Good job right there. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Wild Bill. 47's the Mike. 47's the mic.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
47. Check, 47. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 47. Come on, D.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Zebra. 47's the mic.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Check back.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the double. Check, 55 the mic. Watch his left.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Check right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he lets it fly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is the 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, dude.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards and a giant first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner. And
he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He got 29 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
You got it. Go down.
It's a game of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Wilson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, defense.
Now Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Got it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hey,
check Mike 47.
Truck. We got to get off the field.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47.
Here it comes.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Got it.
tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out, because the current formula is not working. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Easy.
Wilson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Wilson to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Man, let's get that ball here.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Rashad Penny with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, Orville.
50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's.
Yo, go. Go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Giants first down.
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, watch the slash.
Now they try the right side here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Giants win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And